folks, it is day 8 and I am back on trail. Today is hopefully going to be an easier day than the last two. It's still 20 miles I'm looking to do, but no passes. I don't have to cover any passes today. A lot of it is down. And so far I'm 3 miles in. The trail has been downhill, but pretty easy. Pretty nice to the feet, so that is good. Today's highlights, we're crossing the San Joaquin River. And if you don't know, that was originally washed out, and it still is. It's washed out. They have the temporary bridge, and I also heard that the river, because it is mid-August, isn't flowing that high and fast, that you could probably cross it and it may be up to your calf or knee. So that's good. Second highlight is the Muir Trail Ranch. So it's located just off of the trail, and I may hit that because I'm running a little low on food. I already leaned everything out just for trying to save some weight, and I'm feeling a little bit just energy wise. And so they have a hiker box, and I'm hoping there'll be some extra meals there. I heard there's always like Cliff Bars that people leave there. So looking to hit that hopefully, because I didn't plan for lunch tomorrow. I was hoping to be in VVR by lunch tomorrow, but I still may have a 17, 18 mile day, which means I won't be in there by lunch. So I'll need something. And then other than that, I'll be camping hopefully just on the southern side of Selden Pass, and I'll hike over that tomorrow. So hopefully the trail is going to remain cruisy like it has been today. And again, mostly down. I have a little bit of up at the end, but still it's not going to be nothing like the passes. So hopefully today can give my body a little bit of break. Well, let me finish up breakfast here and let's get on the trail. 8 days. Can you believe it's been 8 days? This is probably equals the longest that I've been out on trail when I did my long stretch of the Colorado Trail. And I've got to be smelling ripe. I know my wife right now is probably thankful that that we do not have smell-o-vision, because it can't be good. Luckily, there are washer and dryers at VVR, and I will be partaking of that and at least having a fresh set of clothes as I am coming into the final stretch. So I arrived at Evolution Creek, and it looks like this is my first water crossing, which I'm not going to be able to stay dry. So still early in the morning, kind of cool. So I'm gonna take off my shoes and let's make it over. I would call that a successful water crossing. Definitely wasn't hazardous or too high, but it was cold. I mean, like I can still feel like a little bit of numbness in my feet. It was so cold. And then, of course, the barefoot on those rocks, hurt a little bit, but it was a nice, easy crossing, and we made it through. Now I believe we're coming up here on soon the San Joaquin River that was where the bridge was washed out, and let's check out that temporary bridge.
I am now at the San Joaquin River crossing where the bridge washed out because of the heavy snow. When I first started planning this trip, and even before I came out here, the PCT had some alternate routes around this, as well as Andrew Skurka had a couple of alternate routes. The PCT was going to add like 24 extra miles. The Andrew Skurka, called Over the Top, was only a 2 mile, but it was like up the side of a mountain, then down the side of the mountain, untested. But I've seen people on YouTube doing their PCT hikes complete it, so that's what I was going to do. But it wasn't until I reached Curry Village talking to a girl saying, oh no, there's a temporary bridge. I'm like, oh, thank you, Lord. Plus the water, I'm looking at the water right now. It doesn't look that horrible. It looked like some places upstream that you could probably cross. And it's probably, thigh deep. Didn't look like it was anything more than knee. So that wouldn't have been an issue anyway. But, all right, let's go check out this temporary suspension bridge. My wife will love this sign. Bridge not certified for public use. Use at your own risk. Thank you, temporary bridge. Well, I made it to camp in record time. I got here around 4:30. The past 2 days of hiking 20 plus miles, I was getting to camp around 6:30. I still hiked a little over 20 miles today, but I didn't have to go over some huge pass. I did hike up a little bit of Selden. I have about 2 more miles, and that was probably the toughest part of my day, but it is great getting into camp so early and just being able to lounge in my hammock and not worry about chores or anything. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm just going to relax, and I will see you at dinner time and then show you around this beautiful lake that I'm camping at. It is dinner time, so I'm just letting my Bomb rehydrate in here. That is ramen noodles and instant mashed potatoes, in case you didn't know, and that has been a lifesaver. I added those mashed potatoes later just before I came, and I'm so glad I did, because just the calories and the taste, it is excellent. Anyway, while that is rehydrating, let me tell you a little bit about the day. I did hike over about 20 miles today. The morning started off great, and I've been lucky, every time I'm hiking in the morning, it's generally like in the woods type of stuff that it's okay to miss when it's dark. And so that's been fortunate. And as soon as the sun came up, I was down in Evolution Meadow, and that was beautiful. Had my first creek crossing with that, took my shoes off. That was a bit painful, but that was great. Was able to cross the San Joaquin River on that temporary bridge, which was actually pretty cool. And I'm cruising down the entire time until I get to that San Joaquin River. And then from there, it's pretty cool. You're hiking along this rock trail along the river. And, you do that until you get to, I guess it's Paiute Creek Bridge. So I stopped there, had some lunch, and that's when, the heat of the day. And as I've learned here in the John Muir Wilderness, or this trail, that, around 10, 11 o'clock, it's heating up, and it's probably only 70 degrees, but when that sun starts hitting you, man, it starts heating up. So I, put on the umbrella, and that was the that was the show for the day. Everybody wanted my umbrella, and it does. It worked great because there was hardly any wind, and I was in that direct sunlight as I was going up the Selden Pass, and it was wonderful. I'm glad that I had it. So I did hike up some of Selden Pass, almost all the way to the top. I'm only 2 miles from the top, and probably 800 feet left to go. So I don't think it's that big of a push for tomorrow morning. I was thinking about stopping at MTR, but I got to that point and it was 1 mile, and I saw it was looked like it was straight down 1 mile, and I'm like, nope, I'm not doing that. That's 2 miles. I already have to hike 20. I'm not hiking 22 just so I can get a Cliff Bar. I'll survive tomorrow because I am a little short on food, and I was hoping to get something from their hiker box. And if they'd have been a little closer, I probably would have done it, but like, nope, not gonna do that. I want to get into camp and I want to relax, and that's exactly what I did. And I'm at Sallie Key Lakes, and this place is beautiful. So when I get done with dinner, I'm gonna show you the lake a little bit before I hit the bed. This is a great location. Check this lake out. This is beautiful. Stunning. But that's going to do it for day 8. Wow, day 8. I roll into VVR tomorrow, and that was a big milestone for me. That was the big stretch. So we got about 17, 18 miles until we get there, and it's gonna be awesome. Hotel reservation, get a shower, a bed, I can charge all my electronics, my resupply. So it is going to be great. But I'm gonna go hunker down in my hammock and just enjoy some of my cheesy TV dramas that I downloaded, and we will see you in the morning.